Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Lean and welcome to my channel for the love of scents. As you can see in the title, I am going to show you my 13 replica fragrances. I will show them from my least favorite to my most favorite. The designer house is Maison Martin Margiela, and he has 31 perfumes in total, and this is considered as a newer brand. They just started in 2010, and these perfumes were created between the year 2010 to 2021. This line of replica fragrances triggers a characteristic memory and is accompanied with a cotton label. As you can see, there is a label. The label there is a cotton and describing its provenance. Let's start. Let's start with my 13 or my least favorite. So this is a sailing day. This is my only 30 ml bottle. So they are available in 30 and 100 ml. All the replica fragrances in a clear bottle is in an EDT formulation or Eau de Toilette formulation. And you can see the bottle, it's very elegant, it's classy. I like how the bottle is, and it has no cap. That's the only thing I am not really happy with the bottle, because it comes without cap. And then it's so hard to decant because you cannot remove this. So if you want to transfer it in a decant bottle or smaller bottles, you have to spray it like this. And we know that if you are transferring perfumes to another bottle and you spray it, the top notes is kind of lost during the process. So the best way to decant is to use a syringe. So I will also make a video about how to make a proper decant. Maybe after this video I'll make that. So let's start with this, the sailing day. This is my 13th favorite. The bottle, the color of the juice is nice. It's blue. And from the word sailing day, it smells like you're out in the ocean, like you're out sailing. And the major notes are sea notes, aldehydes. It has iris and rose. And the base notes is seaweed and ambergris. So I'm not really into blue fragrances, so that's why this is my last. And the top notes, the first spray, I like it, but then I don't like the dry down. Maybe the seaweeds. I don't like the smell of the seaweeds in a perfume. So, and then the salty sea notes, you can smell it. It's like actually when you close your eyes and smell your wrist or the paper strip, you will smell like you're out in the ocean fishing or just watching the waves. That's how it is. Very simple fragrance, nothing interesting. So that's why it's my 13th spot. My 12th spot is one of the newer fragrances. This is the Bubble Bath. So the provenance and period is Beverly Hills, 2005. So this is a comforting and clean accords, and this is a unisex perfume. So as from the words bubble bath, so whenever you smell this, you will think right away about taking a bubble bath. So the major notes here are soap, lavender, some florals but not that detectable, coconut, musk, and patchouli. So right away, the soap. The soap is the most prominent note. A little bit of the lavender. You can smell the lavender a little bit. Coconut, a hint of coconut, musk, and I don't smell patchouli. This smells like a very clean skin, very comforting and clean perfume. The only thing is this is so light. That's why it's my third place. It smells nice, but it's very light. There's no silage and projection. It's very skin scent, very close to the skin. People has to be hugging you before they can smell this perfume, and it's very it's not long lasting. It's about 2 hours. 2 hours you have to spray again. So for the price, Replica Fragrances is not cheap. It's about 150 $56 US, $186 Canadian. That's the retail price. So if for $186, I don't think this is worth it to get because it's so light and it fades so fast. So that's my 12 perfume, my 12 favorite. My 11th favorite is, people will be surprised because this is mostly most people's favorite replica, and this is by the Fireplace. So by the Fireplace, the provenance is Camomix 1971. It smells, from the word fireplace, it smells like a burning wood and chestnut, and this is considered as a unisex perfume. So by the Fireplace is so far as 11th place. I like it. Actually, if I will rank it according to the creativity of the perfume, this will be my first. But I don't want to wear it. I don't want to smell like a smoke and a chestnut. I probably would want this in a candle. I'll burn it inside the house. Then it's my house will smell. It's so comforting because aside from the burning wood, it also has some orange blossom and vanilla. So there is some sweetness and some florals, a hint of florals, but it's overwhelmed by the smoke, the smell of the smoke and the chestnut. So right away, even in the dry down, it's so smoky and woody. You can close your eyes and then you will imagine yourself standing in front of the fireplace, eating chestnuts and drinking some hot chocolate. This is how it brings the memory of that. You're right in front of the fireplace. So I like the smell, but I don't want to smell like this. I don't want to wear this. So I only wear this when I'm in the mood. I have to be in the mood. It has to be in winter. It has to be in a very cold weather, and I have to be outdoors for me to wear this perfume. Okay, so my 11th place is the by the Fireplace. My 10th place, people will be shocked and surprised, is Coffee Break. This is also one of most people's favorite scent. It's almost full. I probably use few sprays. This is my newest addition to my Replica Fragrances. And the provenance and period is Stockholm 2007. It smells like a creamy and cozy coffee, and this is a unisex perfume. So what does it smells like? From the word coffee break, it smells like a coffee shop. You know, like when you go inside a coffee shop and then the aroma of the coffee you smell. So this is what it's trying to tell you, right? But it's the first is when you spray it, the first blast is lavender and some florals like orange blossom, and then 30 seconds is the coffee, then the milk, and it also has vanilla and vetiver in the dry down. So the smell is so good. Imagine yourself inside a coffee shop and then you can smell the aroma of the coffee. You're drinking coffee, not a black coffee, but a coffee with a milk, a milky creamy coffee. You're drinking a milky creamy coffee, and then there is like a lavender plant or lavender flowers in front of the beside you in the table, and then you're also smelling the flowers. So that's how it smells like. Or another way to describe it is that you put a floral perfume in your body, in your clothes. You're drinking a creamy coffee and the cream is spilled in your clothes. And then you smell your clothes, and that's how this smells like. A combination of the coffee and the florals and a little bit of the lavender. There is some sweetness because of the vanilla. So that's why it's in my 10th place, because personally I'm not a fan of a coffee note. I don't like to smell like a coffee. If I'm drinking coffee and a coffee spilled on my clothes, I want to change right away. I'm not comfortable smelling like coffee. So that's why it's far off from my list. It's in my 10th place. My 9th place is also a shocker, a teascape. So this is a very sought after perfume because this has been discontinued and people are selling it for a lot of money in eBay and online, and I'm lucky that I got a lot, like 60 ml more. And the provenance is Tokyo 2008, and this, I think this is a unisex. It says female, but I consider this as a unisex perfume. So what does it smells like? So from the word tea, it smells like a tea, but it smells like a green tea with a hint of mint and jasmine in it. So the notes here are mint, green tea, jasmine. It has osmanthus, milk, and rice. So I noticed that most of the green tea notes, perfumes that has a green tea notes, it always comes with osmanthus. So this isn't nothing different. It comes with osmanthus, but then the first spray is the mint, and then 10 seconds you smell the green tea. The jasmine you won't smell that much. It's very small amount. It's not prominent. The osmanthus is also there. Then it dries to a milk and rice. I don't like the dry down of this. I like the opening because of the mint and the green tea. I'm a fan of a green tea notes. So the initial spray of mint and green tea, I really like it. But then I don't like the dry down because the dry down is milk. It's milk and rice and osmanthus, which is, I don't like the combination of it. Some people like it, some people loves it, but I'm not a fan. So that's why it's in my 9th place. My 8th place is the sister of Tea Escape, and that is the Matcha Meditation. It is Tokyo 2008. This is Tokyo. Actually, they have the same provenance. I've just noticed. Tokyo 2008. So Matcha Meditation was just launched, I think last year. Early last year. This is quite new. And they smell similar. They really smell similar. The only difference is the matcha doesn't have a mint in it. So it opens with green tea and some citrus, jasmine, orange blossom, and then the base notes, it dries down to a white chocolate, moss, and cedar. So instead of the milk and rice in Tea Escape, it has a white chocolate and a cedar. So it smells sweet from the chocolate and a little bit woody because of the cedar. So the opening is also nice. The green tea, I like the green tea. Some citrus, the citrus gives it some freshness and brightness in the spray. Unlike the Teascape, a hint of the jasmine and orange blossom, and the dry down actually is better than the Teascape. I like the dry down of Matcha Meditation better than the green tea. That's why it's one step above. That's why it's in my 8th place. So I like it. So from this forward, everything is like now, and I like it, and I'm happy that I have still a full bottle. That's my 8th place. My 7th place is lazy Sunday morning. So what does it remind you of? It reminds you of sleeping, getting up late, and staying in bed until 10, 11 a.m., lying down. So it smells like clean sheets, right? The provenance is Florence 2001, and it smells like a soft skin and bed linen. So it's considered as a female perfume. So the notes here are aldehydes, lily of the valley, iris, and ambrette. So there are also some florals like rose and orange blossom. Base is musk and patchouli. So it's also musky. The reason why I like this is because of the iris, the ambrette, and the musk. So it's also quite long lasting. I forgot to mention those all the replica are all EDT formulation, and that's why it doesn't last. So I forgot to mention the performance of them. Out of the one that I mentioned, only the coffee break lasts longer. Coffee break lasts 4 hours. The two tea lasts about 4 hours as well. The by the fireplace is the so far the longest lasting of them all. It's about 5 hours. And bubble bath 2 hours, sailing is 2 hours. Now lazy Sunday morning, it's a moderate, it's about 4 hours, and it's very musky. I love it. It's so musky, clean. The iris is there. Iris is one of my favorite note, and ambrette is there. The ambrette here is not as strong as the ambrette in Scarlet Poppy in Jo Malone, and you know the Rolling in Love, there's also an ambrette, but you can smell the ambrette but not too prominent. It's mostly the musk. It's very musky. It's like a Narciso perfume. It's musky, but it's so good. I like this lazy Sunday morning. So that's the 7th place. The 6th place is Beach Walk. Okay, so the provenance is Salvi 1972. So it smells like a sun-kissed, salty skin, and considered as a female perfume. So this has the suntan lotion vibe. So it smells like a beach when you're on the beach. So it has coconut and ilang-ilang, heliotrope. So the heliotrope makes it a little bit powdery, musk, and cedar. So it smells like you are walking in the beach with the flowers, the yellow flowers around you, and then you're drinking coconut. So that's how it smells. So envision yourself drinking coconut while walking in the beach and surrounded by flowers. And it has it's good, you know, but I don't use it that much, because if I want to wear something like this profile, I would rather wear the Eau de Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford or the Holidays by Mancera. They have the same DNA, but I prefer those two than this. Why? Because the longevity in the performance here is not good. This also lasts 2 hours. You have to overspray and spray again every 2 hours. It doesn't last, and too bad, because it smells so good but the performance is bad. The reason why it's up here in my list, because I like the smell, but then the performance is so bad. So that's Beach Walk, my number 6. My number 5 is By the Fireplace. At the Barbers. Provenance is Madrid, 1992. So it smells like shaving and leathery notes. So at the barber. So imagine yourself going inside the barber shop. So it captures that memory. Okay, close your eyes, you smell the barber, because what's the notes there? They're basil, lavender, rosemary. So they are aromatic. They're all aromatic perfume, and then it dries down to a musk and leather. So it's like going to a barber, and then the guy the barber man is like putting some shaving cream on you, and then sitting in a leather chair. So that's how it smells. This is a masculine perfume, but I wear it. I usually like the Pugere type of fragrances. Anything that has lavender and musk and some aromatic notes, I usually like it. That's why I like Beau de Jour too of Tom Ford and Sauvage. I like masculine perfumes. Actually, I have few collection of perfumes for men. So that's why it's in my list, number 5. This is also very long lasting. I like the performance. That's why it's also up in the list. I like the performance. The silage is good, and it usually lasts me 4 to 5 hours compared to the other replica. So my 5th place is at the Barbers. My 4th place, is a flower market. From the word flower market, it smells like flowers. When you go to the market selling flowers, you close your eyes, you smell all the flowers around you. So the provenance is Paris 2011, and it smells like a crisp petal freshness. So this is a feminine perfume. So I haven't used a lot yet. And the notes here are actually at the top, you smell some green notes. It's a little bit green in the top, but then you smell white flowers, jasmine, tuberose, orange blossom, freesia, and then some rose, and then dries down to oak moss and cedar. So the dry down is quite woody. Yeah, the opening is a sharp. I don't like the opening because of the sharp green notes. But then the middle notes is like all flowers. I love flowers. I love floral notes. And then the dry down is very nice because of the woody and musky in the dry down. So it's not like mostly florals. If you make like, if the perfume is all florals up to the base, I don't usually like it because it's kind of vintage and old fashioned if they're all florals. So most perfumers, they also add something in the florals, right? They add some vanilla or some moss or cedar to give it some depth. So this one has florals and then also musky and woody in the dry down, so it's quite nice. Okay, so it's my fourth place. My third place is Whispers in the Library. Okay. So they were trying to say that this perfume reminds you when you go inside the library and you open a old book, you open the old books, and then you smell the pages of the paper. So this is how it's supposed to smell. And the notes here are woody notes and vanilla. So it's very linear and very simple, right? Woody notes and vanilla. Now, I when I smell it, I don't I don't actually get the memory that it was supposed to give you, right? Maybe because I forgot. I haven't been in a library for a long time. The last time I was in a library was many years ago. So, but I love this. It's in my third place because I love the vanilla in here. Vanilla is one of my favorite notes too, and the vanilla here is so unique. It's woody vanilla. It's so simple, but it's so nice. It's so good, guys. You should try this. People who loves vanilla, if they like those musky vanilla perfume, they should try this. This is not as strong, of course, as the Spiritus Toblibani or other expensive vanilla, but this is good. So the only thing is, it doesn't last long. It's about 4 hours, and the silage is moderate. But I can take that. I can bring it with me and spray it. Spray and spray every 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, and spray it. This is quite new. As you can see, I still have a lot. Probably bought it in the last 3 months, and it's good. Right? Whisper in the Library is my third place. Now we're coming to the end. I know you guys, you probably know what my top two now. Okay, let's start with my second place. My second place is Jazz Club. So the provenance is Brooklyn 2013, and it's a heady cocktails and cigar. It's considered as a male perfume. So this is a love for me, Jazz Club. It smells the notes, by the way, are rum, tobacco, and leather and vanilla. So it smells like a sexy man inside the club, drinking, drinking rum or drinking liquor, and smoking at the same time, wearing a leather jacket. And he is so sexy. So I actually use this and spray it in my jacket or sweater during the cold weather, especially fall and winter. And I like to smell it, snip, take a snip of my jacket and sweater and smell it because it reminds me of my hubby, it reminds me of my man. And I also would like to spray it on him and smell him. This smells so sexy. And the performance is typical replica performance, only 4 hours. But the silage is good. Silage is good. You spray a lot and you can smell it. Performance is about 4 hours. You have to spray it again. But if I overspray it in my sweater and in my jacket, it will last me days. So if you spray it in clothes, it will last you all day. So this is my second place, Jazz Club. Okay, guys, I think you know what is my number one replica, and it is Lipstick On. The provenance is Chicago 1952, and the description is night blush and rice powder. It's considered as a female perfume. So the notes here are iris, and neroli, heliotrope, tonka bean, vanilla, and patchouli. So what does it smell like? It smells like lipstick and makeup because of the iris. It has iris and the heliotrope. The heliotrope makes it so powdery. The iris smells like lipstick. The neroli give it some depth, and then the sweetness is from the tonka bean and vanilla. The patchouli is there so that the performance is better. It is 6 hours to 8 hours. If you spray it a lot, you can smell it on yourself, especially on your clothes. If you overspray it, it will last you 6 to 8 hours. And the patchouli is noticeable. Yeah, you can smell the patchouli in the dry down, but not too much. The dry down is still the lipsticky iris scent. And look at my bottle, it's so dark. It has aged so well. That's why the vanilla is so prominent. I love this. I'm so lucky to have this. Actually, this was given by my friend. It was, I think, last year or early this year. Late last year, early this year. L'Oreal outlet online. It was discontinued. This was discontinued about 2 to 3 years ago. But early this year, L'Oreal outlet put it on their site for about 60% off. And I was supposed to buy it, but it was already sold out. Like few hours later, it's sold out, and I was so sad, right? Because I couldn't buy it. And then my friend told me that don't worry, I got you. She bought a lot of bottles and she gave me one, and I was so happy to have this. So this is my number one Replica Fragrances. So that's it, guys. I'm done. If you ask me, are they worth the price? They're selling for Canadian, it's about $186 for 100 ml. If you ask me personally, it's not worth the full price. None of these bottles I paid full price. I paid between $100 to $140 on them, because the performance is not good. It actually is very similar to Jo Malone, but you know, Jo Malone is improving their game. Most of the Jo Malone now is better and lasts longer. and they're actually better. I have to show you my Jo Malone collection, and I don't know how to show it to you guys because it's so much. It's a lot. I have a lot of Jo Malone. I don't know. I'm still thinking how to show it to you. But yeah, so it's similar to them. It's EDT, but the performance is not good. Only few of these are I considered as a moderate to good performance. The lipstick on by the Fireplace, Jazz Club, Coffee Break. Those are the one that is at least 5 hours or more. The rest is just 4 hours. So for that amount of money, it's not worth it. So if you really want to try this and buy this, try to get it at a lower price. Don't buy the retail price. Don't buy in Sephora. Get it in a discounter like Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, Fragrance X, or look in Marketplace or Kijiji. Then it's worth it. If you can find it for $120, it's worth it. So guys, those people who have these fragrances, what what is your favorite? Or if you have tried it, what are you planning to buy? Okay, so please comment down below, let me know what's your favorite. And also aside from this 13, I have other two perfumes that I want to buy. I want to buy the Springtime in a Park and Under a Lemon Tree. So Under a Lemon Tree is basically it's a citrus perfume, and the Springtime is a Park is about lily of the valley, pear, and musk. So I want those two. I want to buy probably the next few months or if I see a good deal, I will grab those two. They have another line that comes in a black bottle, so they are considered as an EDP formulation or eau de parfum, and I don't have any of them. So there's 5 of them: Across Sands, Dancing on the Moon, Flying, Soul of the Forest, and Wicked Love. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry the video is quite long because I have 13 fragrances to show you. And thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share. Okay, see you in my next one. Bye bye.